at the championship game last night. They were there. First out, check out JD with his overalls out of respect. I think that helped win the championship for Michigan last night. But Lisa and Milton were at the game. They were at the semifinals. They were at the final last night. And how about this? You want to talk about something interesting? This is a team, for the first time ever, Michigan, in a college basketball history, had 5 games of 90-plus points. They had hit 10-plus three-pointers in all 5 of the previous wins. And in a game where they did not bring their best, which they, listen, I do not like. I read somebody who said that games in a college football stadium is ridiculous. It's bullshit. I don't like it at all. I feel like it takes away from the game. And I feel like they play it's like playing in nobody's close to the action. Michigan had a lead at 11 at one point, but Michigan as a team was 0 for 7 in the first half from 3-point range. They finished 2 for 15 from 3. They only shot 38% from the field for the game, but this was the thing. UConn went 9 for 33 from 3, and they had a bunch of guys were not hitting. Caravan, went 3 for 10 from 3. Ball went 3 for 7. Mullins went 3 for 10. He had 2 in a row at one point. They never get the lead in the second half. It got down to 4 at one point. There was some moments where you're like, oh shit. But the thing about it is that Michigan from the free throw line were 25 of 28. And Gale had missed 2 free throws at the end. You take that away, they were 25 of 26 on free throws. You had Cadeau, who I thought he threw a couple passes away, but overall, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. Lendeborg was playing on a bad wheel. He went 4 for 13, 0 for 5 from 3, never got into his rhythm, scored 13 points. Johnson had 12 points, 10 rebounds. Mara, who had had a career game in the semifinal against Arizona, he had 8 points, but he had a block. I mean, listen, they had 6 blocks, they had 6 steals. They were out rebounded in the game. It seemed like they couldn't get on the off. They couldn't get rebounds, and every time that Connecticut was getting on the boards, but they couldn't. I mean, they had a 5-point lead at the half. It was back and forth. It was it was an ugly basketball game. But Dusty May took over a team that was 8-24 2 years ago and won a national championship. 2 years ago, Indiana in football had a .250 winning percentage. Michigan basketball had a .250 winning percentage, and both of them won national championships. Dusty May went to FAU where they didn't even have a weight room. He said a tiny weight room, and took them to a Final Four. Comes to Michigan in Dusty We Trust, which Michigan got his T-shirts, and they are national champions. We went to Stout last night. We were there with her friend Ross, a graduate. Sarah's son Charlie is going there. He had 3 of his friends who were going to college, NYU, BC, and Cal Berkeley, all very nice kids. And we're watching Michigan win their first national championship since 1989 when Maria Robinson, I was pissed off back then because I was rooting for Seton Hall. And their first national championship. This is the second national championship now since I've been dating Michigan, now 7 years, which happened on Saturday. So congrats on that front. I mean, I bring a lot of good energy on that front. So I showed the picture, and Michigan is a national champion. Dusty May is a national champion. And everybody's saying, oh, they brought in 5 transfers, won a national championship. It's NIL now. That's the world now. He had UAB, and he was from Lendeborg. Cadeau wasn't getting it done at UNC. Mara was at UCLA. Where did Johnson came from? Where did Johnson come from? Illinois, I think. Yeah, Perez Johnson came from Illinois, if I'm correct. All five starters were transfers. So think about that. And they won a natty last night. And Milton called before the season. He said, this team could win a national championship. I said, are you kidding me? He goes, I'm telling you, this team is that stacked. They can win a national championship. I said, get the fuck out of here, dude. It's not going to happen. And now they are national champions. And just watching Michigan watch the game, she was all like, she can't watch. She's stressed out. She goes, we work so hard. I work so hard. We work so hard. And they did. I love how compassionate we met a young guy there who said that they're, Wisconsin, Blackwell from Wisconsin might be transferring. He said he knew a booster that Wisconsin Blackwell might be coming to Michigan. So think about that. Blackwell. Let me find his name. John Blackwell he went to Brother Rice High School. He is from Badgers. Wow, transferring from Brother Rice. Isn't Brother Rice High School in New York? No, I'm sorry, is in Michigan. And that he's transferring this past year at Wisconsin. He's a junior, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. I would think Cadeau would stay, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But Blackwell coming in, and I want the Milton to come on because they had lost what's his name? Who's the kid who got hurt? Michigan basketball stats. Yeah. And they had lost. Who's the kid who got hurt? Not Morenz. Yeah, LJ Kason tore his Achilles. So he was done. And they really didn't have a true backup point guard. And Cadeau had to carry it, and he got most outstanding player for the Final Four, which could have went to Mara too. But McKinney's a freshman. Goodman's coming back. Well, he's really a backup. Charlie May has a ring now. Howard Isley Jr. has a ring now. Dusty May got it done. We had that going on, and then so a Big Ten team wins in football, basketball, men and women, because UCLA 173 points from their seniors, and they get a natty, and they blow out Dawn Staley and her South Carolina Gamecocks in the final, who had beaten in the semifinal. And after the fact, I got to be honest with you, that UConn's Gino Auriemma, whatever he was complaining about, I know he was saying they weren't getting fouls in the first half, but saying something after the game and saying to Dawn Staley was not someone I would fuck around with. She got all pissed off, and then she said, "Let's move on for the game. It's over." But Gino Auriemma, little too late to apologize for his. Dude, don't be a sore loser. You lost the game. They beat your asses. It's over. And UCLA with a senior heavy team, which points, assists, it was so senior dominated. And Lauren Bett, she had a huge block in the semifinal against Texas. And then in the final, where they looked at that they were a team. It didn't matter who did it. A lot of girls could have transferred, but they said, who cares about my stats? It's about, at the end, we got a ring as a team. And Close, the head coach, with her mom on the court afterwards, their first national championship, their second Final Four, they win a championship. They blow out South Carolina, which will be back again. And the same Final Four 2 years in a row for the women. It was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. We got the NFL draft coming up. I love that Mendoza will not be at the NFL draft. Last guy to do that was Trey Lawrence. I drank an energy drink today, and I'm drank too much of an energy drink. Jags. Trevor Lawrence did not go to the draft. That's the last number 1 pick. But I like Mendoza spending time with his family. I like that they brought in. Now I don't know how much he has left for the Raiders, but all he does is make money as a quarterback. That I like that they signed Kirk Cousins, who can be like a bridge quarterback, guaranteed $20 million for Fernando Mendoza will back him up, hopefully, and he might start from day one, but I think it's nice to have a veteran quarterback there. I just said that Dexter Lawrence wants a new contract. He's now the 12th highest paid interior lineman. And HJ sent me something which I loved from, what was this? From Pressures from Warren Sharp. Pressures when aligned at nose tackle since 2022. Dexter Lawrence has 108. Going down the list, the next highest is Vita Vea with 32. Now he had an off year. He signed a 4-year, $90 million contract. He's making $20 million. People are complaining, whatever. Also, I want to tell you, I've partnered with the Clashing Conferences. So I love the guys. They're a great bunch of guys. And I'm working with them now. I'm partnering with them. I think I'm doing a show with them tonight. Yes, I am. The Clashing Sports Fan Network. We're more than just podcasts. We're a community for sports fans like you. Join us. Yes, they're on Instagram, the Clashing Conferences. Clashing Conferences. Is it Clashing Conferences? Or is it Clashing? The Clashing Conferences. So I am now partnering with them. Met some really great guys. Show tonight. Patty got me involved with them. So I want to give them props where props is due. I just had on bras for, well, I just want to make sure I say that right. I just had on Dr. Sarah Lesko, who is the co-founder back in 2016, Bras for Girls. You can find them on brasforgirls.org. I know Michigan's coming home soon, but I wanted to do a quick show. We went to the PWHL game, and I just saw that, which I love. Sirens Emma Fectow suspended 1 game for hit on Torrance. Michaela Grant Mentis. I don't know. I loved it getting suspended. I thought that was great. I saw that, and that was great. Michigan will have their championship parade Saturday morning in Ann Arbor. Champ Circle U of M will also host a paid celebration inside Chrysler Center afterwards. They will host a celebration for the 2026 Natty National Champion team Saturday, April 11th at Chrysler Center beginning at 1 p.m. Prior to the event, the University of Michigan will host a parade through Ann Arbor starting at 10 a.m. Look what he said to me yesterday Milton said to me this yesterday, which I was like, holy crap, check this out. This is the South University. Look at this crowd. Look at this crowd, folks. Look at that. Look at that crowd after the game. Look how far that goes. That's just a sea of people. I mean, I just think that's awesome. The amount of people. He sent me the celebration after the game. It was great. It was great to see. We one shining moment we sent to Ross yesterday. I saw that 15-day IL for Juan Soto. Yankees are 7-2. 7-1 was tied for the best start ever. They lost on Sunday. Lanker sent me something which I thought was great about, that also, why did Escara pinch hit in the 9th inning when they had Paul Goldschmidt on the bench? But that's why Boone does dumb shit. Boone does dumb stuff all the time. I don't disagree with it. He also sent me something from Joker, an ex-equipment manager who didn't make Joker magazine always puts up these great things. Daniel Nava didn't make his high school team. This is Oh yeah, Nick Jokic. They said, oh yeah. So also we got Mike Malone, former Loyola University of Baltimore grad, as is Lanker, is now the new coach. He's going to make, I heard, 8.3 annually for a 5 or 6 year deal, which will make him one of the top 5 highest paid coaches. He hasn't coached in college. He did win a natty, did win an NBA championship with Jokic with Denver. They said there was some, grumblings of that. I don't know what he's going to do with player development, NIL, whatever, but he's the new UNC coach. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I really don't. But we shall see what happens going forward. And that's exciting. Bill's son, Billy, made the JV. I want to make sure I get this right. The JV golf team at Bergen Catholic. So I was like, I got to give Billy props are due. He made the JV golf team at Bergen Catholic. Props to him. I think that's awesome. I just think it was a great day. I went to do a quick show before my girl got home because I know she's got Pilates class tonight. And Yankees are playing at 7. The Mets are playing right now against the D-backs. Is that game at home or is that away? I was looking at right now. I had a bunch of other stuff I was going to talk about today. We went to the Ranger game Sunday 8-1. We had tickets down below. Cooley had a hat trick, the first hat trick of his career, which I loved. I loved that, he got the hat trick. Yeah, so Lanker said me this about the ex-equipment manager signed for $1. And again, it got knocked that way. Okay, so every time I go to this, the ex-equipment manager, he was 4'8", 70 pounds as a high school freshman. He riding the bench as a high school junior. He got a chance to start for varsity as a senior. He finished his senior year about in 270. So after graduation went to Santa Clara to major in psychology, walked on the baseball team, open tryout, didn't make it. He was 5'8", 135. Then head coach Mark O'Brien said, showed up. He could barely hit the ball in the infield, got cut, took a year off. He thought he was done. He was a team equipment manager. And while he was washing uniforms in the middle of the night, he was also, his job was filming pitchers and hitters in games. He said doing those late nights doing laundry, he found himself poring over the footage. He said he learned a lot about pitchers and approach and what to look for and what not to look for. It sounds weird, but I did learn a lot from that. Little did he know that those film sessions would pay off later. Sophomore year at Santa Clara, his tuition was too expensive, so he transferred to nearby College of San Mateo, local community college. It was much friendlier on his wallet. One day at the gym, an old friend convinced him to try out for the San Mateo's baseball team. He was 5'10", started to fill out his frame. He made the final cut. Even still, he didn't expect to play. Coach gave him a shot. He had 430 and 384 in 2 seasons. This is a kid who didn't even make his high school baseball team until his junior year. He won JUCO All-American honors, helped the team win back-to-back conference titles. Still had another year of eligibility left when his old friend Santa Clara called. They didn't offer him just offer him a spot. They gave him a scholarship. He returned to this team starting left fielder. He led the West Coast Conference with a 395 batting average and a 494 on base percentage. Didn't make MLB draft game. Didn't get drafted. He said got a tryout with the Chico Outlaws of the Independent Golden Baseball League. Underwhelming outing. He got cut. He didn't play for a whole year. Was trying to get picked up. Every door got shut. Then after a year being away from baseball, it rang from the Chico Outlaws. Called me up. His first year swinging a wooden bat, he had 371 and won MVP of the Golden League. Baseball America ranked Nava at the very top of the 2007 Indie League prospect list. Eventually, the article made its way to Jared Porter from the Red Sox. He bought Nava's right for $1, the lowest amount possible for an MLB team to purchase a contract. He dominated each level of the minor leagues from 2008 to 2010, batting combined .331 from single A through triple A. He said, "I've always been told you need to prove it at the next level. I think that has a lot to do with why I have done what I've done has been kind of under the radar." June 2010, the Red Sox called him up. Bases loaded. He had a first pitch he saw on the right. He saw grand slam, right field, grand slam. He said, round the base. He goes, "Oh man, I just hit a grand slam." That's probably why I was sprinting the whole time, because I was so obviously pumped for that moment and the opportunity. And it's pretty ridiculous. With that swing, he became just the second player to ever hit a grand slam in the first pitch of his major league career. 3 years later, his best year, 110 games. He had 303, 12 home runs, 66 RBIs. They went from worst to first, from dead last in the AL East in 2012 World Series. So he's got a ring. He goes from not playing, getting cut, had to go play JUCO for 2 years. Santa Clara brings him in. He goes, passed over by an independent team in the Chico. Yeah, Chico. What's the name of this team? Chico Outlaws. He goes from there to he's in 2013. He is a MLB World Series champion. Yeah, you don't script that stuff. It just happens. I honestly felt honored and blessed to be a part of it. 2 seasons in Boston. He spent time with the Rays, Angels, Royals, and Phillies. So the kid who was never expected to get more than one varsity hit, 452 in them in the big leagues. Never give up on your dreams. I love that stuff. So Lanker, thanks for that. It's beautiful. I love it. I saw that. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. So it makes me very happy when I see stuff like that. I'm like, yes. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your goddamn dreams. Ever. Because you never know. Sam, I will get you on in the near future. What else did I have here? Okay, yeah. I had on, yes, it was very good to have on Dr. Lesko today. Dusty May tied Calipari with the most wins, 64, in his first 2 years at first Big Ten team to win a title since 2000. Michigan State. Michigan-UConn was the first time they ever met in the tournament. UCLA seniors scored the last 173 points of the NCAA tournament. Indiana was the last unbeaten team in 1976 were honored before the game. Kay said something that this is the first time since in the 1880s that one team has 3 of the top active home run hitters. The Yankees have Judge, Stanton, and Goldschmidt, 3 of the top 5 active home run leaders. Yeah, how about Cole Caulfield? 48 and 49 goals in a 3-2 win over the Rangers the other night. 12 game-winning goal of the season. He is the only player who has more goals than Mika since January 2nd. So I looked up Mika since January 2nd. And Hillary Knight did play Saturday. And they were losing records since then. 9th Final Four for Michigan. Dusty May took 2 teams to the Final Four within his first 4 seasons. Well, actually, that's not true. I thought he did a year 5. Largest regional final, 33 points for Michigan since 1989 by Michigan over Virginia. Isn't that crazy? When they blew out Who'd they beat in the final? Oh, Tennessee. Yes. So, all right, let me do a trivia question because I know Michigan's going to walk in and I don't want to. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Who is the only Mariners pitcher to strike out 7+ batters while issuing no walks on opening day, and he's done it in back-to-back seasons? Who's the only Mariners pitcher in Mariners history to strike out 7+ batters while issuing no walks on opening day, and he's done it in back-to-back seasons? That's all I got for today. So I want to do a quick show. Go Blue. I'm so happy for Faye, for Marcy, for Lisa, for Amy, for Scott, for Milton, Sarah, Ross, everybody. It's awesome that you all won a natty. I'm so happy. I'm a Wolverine. And then HJ asked me, well, what if you guys ended up, what if it was UNC Michigan in the final? I go, well, all bets are off. I mean, I love her, but I'm not going to root against my UNC against them. But I'm very happy. It was exciting. I love the passion my girlfriend has for Michigan sports. And Frozen 4 this weekend, which the Michigan hockey team was watching last night. So they're going to play in the Frozen 4 on Thursday. And Thursday and let me check that out. Okay, we got the Frozen 4 this weekend. Let's look that up. Frozen 4 is what's going on here, folks? What's going on here? Frozen 4. That's all I want. Frozen 4. Here we go. Frozen 4. Okay, so we have, yes, it is Michigan, Denver at 5:30 on Thursday, and then North Dakota, Wisconsin. I have therapy at 4:50, so I'm going to miss the beginning of the game, but I will jog home and I'll try to see. And then the championship is Saturday at 2:30. Really? Oh, 5:30 Pacific. Oh, maybe it's 8:30 at night. Okay, so it's Las Vegas time. Okay, so it's 8:30. I won't miss the game. Okay, so it's 5 and then 8:30. Okay, phew. So it's late game. We will be watching. So everybody have a great day. Peace out, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios.